Hey guys, so I wanted to come on here really quickly and talk to you about something that has been coming up in my challenge groups lately, and that is nighttime snacking. And one of the reasons that it's been so interesting to me is it's something that I really struggle with personally. And if you've been in my challenges where we report our food journals, you probably already know what I'm going to say. But I am a coach, but I'm also human too, and I struggle just like you do. And one thing I struggle with is a habit that my husband and I have had for 8 years of marriage. No lie, 8 years. You're going to be blown away with what I get ready to say. Ever since we first got married, we have sat down at night and both had a cup of chamomile tea, and we have shared a cup of frozen yogurt. Almost every night for 8 years. Kid you not. I'm going to show you the cup that we use. This is a little cup that we use. We fill it up with some kind of frozen yogurt from the grocery store, and we share it. So we don't measure it anymore. We've done it for 8 years. I've measured it before. We're probably both getting less than half a cup frozen yogurt altogether. But it's just something we've always done, and it's almost like I can't go to bed without my yogurt. And it's just something we share together. Now that we have kids, we put them to bed and we kind of sit down to that. And it's not, I'm not going to say that it's prevented weight loss, but it's just something that I feel like I don't like having something that I have to have every day. I don't like to be tied down to having to have this yogurt to go to bed. So I've been doing some research, and then I've had some people asking me questions about nighttime snacking as well. I've had some people who are asking me that because they struggle with glucose in general. So it's something that I kind of thought we should really talk about. The problem with eating sweets at night is that glucose in the sweets interferes with a growth hormone that is released during your REM sleep cycle. There's a growth hormone that repairs and rebuilds your muscles while you're sleeping. And if you had glucose right before you went to sleep, if you had sugar, something high in sugar, it's going to interfere with that hormone rebuilding your muscles. Why do we care about that? Because muscles are the driving force behind your metabolism. We need those muscles to be repairing and rebuilding. We need them to get bigger so that they require more energy, so that our metabolism increases. And if we have the glucose interrupting that repairing and building cycle, it's going to slow down our metabolism and slow down our progress, slow down our results. So, what do we need to do? I understand nighttime snacking. I just told you 8 years. 8 years, people. But it's still something that I am thinking, I might want to just work on that a little bit. I'm not going to tell you that I'm never going to have frozen yogurt again. I guarantee you in my food journal you're going to see it. But I thought it might be good to start adding in some other options. So I started doing some research, and I just wanted to share with you some of the things that I'm thinking about adding in on our meal plan for next week, to have a plan so that when we sit down with that cup of tea, we also have something different. So here's a couple of things. String cheese. A great part skim string cheese is a great nighttime snack. I'm just going to go through a list. Mixed nuts, try to get the unsalted kind, about a quarter of a cup because they are high in calories, but a great crunch. We eat a lot of those around here, so that would be a good nighttime snack. Vegetables with hummus, or I personally like homemade guacamole over hummus, but that's an option. Peanut butter with celery. Peanut butter with apples has a little bit more glucose, sugar, but still a good snack. Cottage cheese, fat-free or 1%. A pistachio is a great, I think this is one I'm going to do next week. You can get about 25 pistachios for only 100 calories. Still very filling, and because you have to peel the shell, time consuming, so you won't overeat on those. Celery and cream cheese. Another one that I really like is edamame. That's something that you can pop in the microwave and you can have with a tiny bit of salt on it. So I've seen those in the grocery store, little single serving packs of edamame. Rice cakes with cheese, or rice cakes with a little bit of peanut butter on top, almond butter, also good. Hard-boiled eggs, that's something that I don't really like, but it's a good option if you're an egg eater. It's just something I've never really liked. Lunch meat, rolled up in lettuce will give you a good crunch. Put a little bit of mayo in there for flavor. Your lunch meat's not the best, but still better than filling up on a lot of sugar. If you need a little bit of carb, you could do the single serving packs of kettle corn. That's a good option. Another thing I think would be really good is if you go in the grocery store, you see the single servings of little bags of almonds, and they have cocoa roasted ones, so that'll give you a little bit of your sweet, plus it's a protein snack. Shakeology balls, if you're drinking Shakeology, you can roll them into no-bake energy balls, and I can post a recipe for that. Awesome. Great way to get a little sweet, but you're using those Shakeology vitamins and minerals with the right amount of protein. So I hope this gives you some options. I want you, if you're watching this video, to challenge me. Check out my food journal next week. I'm going to try to keep frozen yogurt off for a few days and add in some of these snacks I've shared with you. Good luck, guys.